there, I'm Jenny. Every week I make a craft for children and families at New Life Church Letchworth, and today I'm making one for you. Your theme at Make Lunch this week has been superheroes, so we have a superhero craft that I hope you will enjoy. To make your superhero lolly, you will need a lollipop, some sellotape, a pencil, some scissors, a piece of coloured card. Don't worry if you don't have any coloured card, you could just use some plain white card and colour it in with either crayons or some pens. Any stickers or anything like that that you'd like to decorate with, a black pen and some blu-tack. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to make the superhero cape. Take your card and you want to draw a cape shape, so it's like a dome, on your card and cut it out. Something like this. Now you might want to decorate your cape, so it could be with a star or a flash or anything you like really. You could write some words, you could write superhero on it. I'm going to put a star on mine because I have some star stickers. The next thing you want to do is you want to make a hole in this top of this dome. Now to do this, I'm going to show you a really clever trick. Take a lump of blu-tack and just pop it on the table in front of you. Take your cape and place it over the blu-tack. Using a pencil, or this can also work with a biro as well. You can place your pencil over the blu-tack, push it down to make your hole. Now thread your lolly through. Now all superheroes need to have visors and goggles as well, don't they? Take your card and you want to draw the eye mask shape. The eyes will look like this. Now you want to draw some lines that go across each side, as these will be the straps. And cut it out. Now on this eye mask you want to draw 2 black circles for the eyes. Now that's left to do is to stick these on. Take your lolly, stick these on and secure it at the back with a bit of tape. And there you have it, you've made your superhero lolly. The Bible is full of superhero stories, so let's listen to one now.
The Bible. It's 66 books of history, stories, letters, and poetry that fit together to form God's one big story. The epic adventure of how He created us and loves us so much that He made a way to rescue us. As we travel through the Bible, from Genesis to Revelation, we discover people who met God and found their lives changed forever. Now, for an amazing story. Inspired by the book of Daniel. Chapter 3.
King Nebuchadnezzar of Babylon liked to go big.
Build me a statue.
Of course, Your Majesty. Granite, marble, copper.
I'm thinking gold.
Gold!
Pure gold.
Wow! Okay, 6 feet tall, 7,
Taller.
20,
Taller.
77,
Taller.
90.
Ding, ding, ding. We have a winner.
We'll need a supersized furnace to smelt that much gold.
Then supersize it. Commence the smelting.
So the king's craftsmen melted down tons of gold and shaped it into an enormous statue 9 feet wide and taller than 2.5 telephone poles. They set it just outside the city in the broad plain of Dura.
Such a finely smelted specimen. We must invite everyone to admire my statue.
So the king instructed messengers to summon all of his officials. 3 of them were Jewish men who had come to Babylon as captives: Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
It's a royal decree.
That I can see.
Are you all coming with me?
So the 3 friends arrived at the plain of Dura where all the other officials had gathered. A messenger from the king called out loudly,
This is the king's command. When you hear the sound of horns, flutes, zithers, lyres, harps, and pipes, you must fall down and worship this golden statue.
Worship a false god?
That's worse than odd.
I wouldn't even give it a nod.
Oh, and FYI, if you don't do it, you'll be thrown into a blazing furnace.
Immediately, music began to play. Every single official threw themselves down on the ground except for Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. And let me tell you, their refusal to bow did not go unnoticed.
Who do they think they are?
I think we should make things hot for them, if you know what I mean.
Several officials dusted themselves off and went straight to the king.
King Nebuchadnezzar, may you live forever. Thanks. Will do. You told everyone to bow down.
As soon as they hear the sounds of the horns, flutes, zithers, lyres, harps, and pipes.
But these Jews you appointed don't serve your gods. They refuse to worship your gold statue. Even when they hear the sounds of horns, flutes, zithers, lyres, harps, and pipes?
Even when they hear the sounds of horns, flutes, zithers, lyres, harps, and pipes.
Oh, now I am very angry in a very big way.
The king sent for the three friends.
Is what I hear about you true? Don't you serve my gods and worship the gold statue I set up?
We will not bow.
Even when you hear the sounds of horns, flutes, zithers, lyres, harps, and pipes?
We refuse to kowtow.
Even though you'll be thrown into a blazing furnace?
This ends now.
Even if we're thrown into a blazing furnace.
The one true God will save us.
But even if he didn't, we still wouldn't serve your gods or bow down to some golden statue.
That didn't rhyme.
Nebuchadnezzar's face burned red as a ripe tomato.
Make the fire 7 times hotter. Tie them up. Throw them in.
The king's strongest soldiers grabbed Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. They knotted heavy ropes around the three friends and then shoved them into the roaring flames. The king peered into the blue, hot heart of the flames and then leapt back in surprise.
Didn't we throw 3 men into the fire?
And they all deserved it.
Look, I see 4 men walking around untied. The fire hasn't harmed them. The 4th man looks like a son of the gods.
Sure enough, a 4th figure stood there with the three friends. An angel? Or perhaps Jesus himself? Dumbfounded, the king rushed to the door of the furnace.
Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego, you who serve the Most High God, come out.
The three friends walked out of the scorching flames, completely unharmed. The royal officials crowded around to see.
Their hair isn't singed.
Their robes haven't burned.
They don't even smell like smoke.
King Nebuchadnezzar was so impressed that, as usual, he went big.
May the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego be praised. He has sent his angel and saved his servants who trusted in him. No other God can save people this way. So, I'm giving an order about the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. No one may say anything against him.
Well, what happens if somebody does?
Well, they'll be snipped in tiny pieces and their homes turned into piles of trash. Go God, go God, go, go, go God, go God, go God, go, go, go God.
The king even honored Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego and gave them higher positions in the kingdom.
What a fantastic craft. Thank you so much, Jenny. I really hope you enjoyed that activity at home. And if you did enjoy the activity and the story and you'd like to see the whole session, then why don't you head over to the YouTube channel? You'll see the details right at the bottom of the screen right now. And when you get there, search up Superstars, July the 4th, and you can hear more about how God is better than any made-up superhero. We really hope you'll enjoy that session. There are loads more for you to watch there as well. And if you ever fancy joining us in person, then the details for that are going to come up at the end of this video. Enjoy and God bless.